kickoff moments away here at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, a pair of NFC West teams face off. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Here we get a look at Kyle Shanahan, head coach of the 49ers. These guys just about set to go in this one. On the opposite side, that's Seahawks head coach Mike Macdonald. These guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, starting our second year here in the Madden booth. And here we go amidst the constant Seattle rain. There's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? The former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of the league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
They only get a yard out of that run. It's going to be second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Completed over the middle. This gets forward to around the 29. Brought down by Fred Warner. Niners countering with a 5th defensive back on this 3rd down. Darnold looking to throw. And he'll get it up to the 44. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
For a Seattle Seahawks. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense. And it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Walker on first down. And his defense is firing to begin the season, huh? Great play to get him behind the line.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
Here's 2nd and 14. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And the 49ers in a nickel set. 3rd down coming. To throw, here's Darnold. He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. He's got it inside the 25. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
And the Seahawks, first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Inside give to Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 16. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to have him a 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go.
At the 4-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. Batted away at the line. Incomplete. Didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. 2nd down coming up.
You can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So the incompletion on first. Here's 2nd and goal. Walker has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season, and they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. It's a design boot. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Knowing how a wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate, and I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone, you got to make something happen, or you could take a risk like that, a huge sack for this defense.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Myers' kick is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Even if it's not a touchdown, you're happy to see the offense produce points in the first trip out there this season. For a kicker, kind of nice to start 1 for 1 as well.
Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the 4th-year passer out of Iowa State. Brock Purdy.
Dude, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right? Week 1, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
First play, he's going to throw. Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Now after the play, it looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. They'll come up 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Third and short, here's Purdy. Oh, he gets him behind the line, and he loses the football. And that should be Seahawks football.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be 2nd down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
In the hands of his running back, Walker. He won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
He's got his man. This is Walker. Stiff arm success. And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain. Now down inside the 15. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well. There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. He connected once and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. Myers' kick is good. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him.
Dude, I call that a win-win in the first half. You win on the scoreboard, obviously, by adding 3 and adding to your lead. But you also win mentally, making your opponent know if they make a mistake, you're going to capitalize.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. San Francisco headed out for its 2nd possession of the game. And they are really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one to have in hand in just a few months. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And this defense is firing to begin the season, huh? Great play to get him behind the line.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss. You know, they say you never go broke taking a profit. Just find that completion. And it may not be a Benjamin, but even those little dollar bills start to add up.
And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
85, George Kittle. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he managed what he can up to the 48. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
Purdy on 3rd and 1. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So it's going to be 4th and short. Just about a yard to the markers, and they're going to take the risk and go for this. Purdy going to go on 4th. He makes the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And he comes through big here. 9 yards at 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Our score, 6-0. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. Here's Purdy to throw. Now he takes it. And that's going to be good for a 1st down from Purdy as he gives himself up to avoid the hit.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Purdy throwing here. Throws there for Sky Moore. He's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Now Purdy. He makes the catch. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
San Francisco.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust, and trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
He's got it! Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there, because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the 49ers take the lead on that successful kick. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Play action on first down. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage to check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing off the play fake here. No one open, so he chucks this to another county. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Here's Darnold. Here's a screen now for Walker. In some space around midfield. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
It's his running back. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
This is Walker on second. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 33 for first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Darnold looking to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Give him 13 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Working inside the red zone. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing from the gun here. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
He brings it in. And he's tackled for no gain.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to his...
It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a second quarter lead. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with the two. Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks push their lead to 6. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Starting at the 10. This makes it up to the 25. The 49ers and Brandon Ayuk running onto the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. So second down coming up. One look on is Purdy. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
3rd and long, Purdy. Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
And this one touchdown inside the 30. The Seahawks ready for another drive on offense as Jackson, Smith, and Jigba heads out. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, this is one of the occasions, Kate, where this defense got to just keep chopping wood. Keep chopping wood. I know they're a little more careful about actually having axes in locker rooms anymore after injuries, but the mantra is the same. You can't look at the scoreboard nor worry about what your offense is doing. You got to keep punishing your opponent.
3rd and long for him here. That's complete to Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. 4th down punt from the Seahawks. And that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. He has it at the 33. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Jukes one defender. There he goes on the right side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the 49ers take the lead on that successful kick. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Darnold. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're at a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
And that will not be enough for a first down.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 11.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Seahawks got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Darnold now to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Takes it in at the 26. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Finds the in route, complete. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, they keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
From the 40 on 2nd down. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looks like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of them. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Into traffic, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Trying to float that one in, and defenders there for the interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time when they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. You get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second and 3 now. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. San Francisco. It's second timeout.
First down.
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. To the air again. Purdy. This throw is caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. To throw again, it's Purdy. That one connects. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers will add to their lead at the end of the half. George Kittle, the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to drop plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned. That's 6 in the end.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Seahawks offense to the field for the final drive of this first half. And with field position and the clock against them, probably not going to see anything of substance here before halftime. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Brings up 2nd down at the 24-yard line.
So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Today is the day. The debut of our new halftime show. Buckle up, everyone. I think you're going to like it. Our trip through the NFL starts now at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. It's the Saints at home to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And it's James Conner. He'll take this one in from 2 yards out. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And this is Brenton Strange. He'll take it all the way to the end zone. What a play for the score. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts taking on the Miami Dolphins. And it's Tua. He gets this one complete. 6-yard touchdown pass. The Dolphins come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. And here's the scoreboard in the early window of the last week of the regular season. What I wouldn't give for an Octobox right now. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back to this one as we get set to begin our third quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. He's going to field this at the 2. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Coach Kyle Shanahan ushering his 49ers offense back to the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Purdy to throw it. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a 49er first down. They're set up at the 35 now. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire, getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Going to the ground again on first. And he finds a little room there before being hauled down, gain of 3.
Devin Witherspoon on tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Purdy. Gobbled up on the right side. That's Ayuk. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30. Right at the 31. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
San Francisco.
Purdy throwing here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good jump, and it was nearly a big play.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he gets this forward to the 19. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
First down from the red zone. He'll step up, and there he goes. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to float toward it. And that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a big unit.
Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back to this one as we get set to begin our 3rd quarter. Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a 1-score game. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Walker. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Staying with Walker. That's 8 yards on that run, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't... First down, you get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Running with Walker again. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
He throws a bullet down the right sideline. Could not beat the defender there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
You know, I say this all the time. We get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football. Call that the equivalent of a wild pitch when it comes to baseball, Kate. It's a catastrophic breakdown in mechanics at some point during that snap, and it leads to, well, several seconds of chaos. And unsurprisingly, a turnover on downs.
And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. Here's 2nd and 7. That's caught. Here's that Charbonnet. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down, ready to turn it into a negative play.
Completed over the middle. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Myers' kick is good. And doing what they can against the lead as it's back down to 12.
He's happy to bring him 3 points closer, but I'm sure he sees the situation of the game. He knows 3 isn't going to cut it to end these drives. They need to find the end zone.
And this drive will start inside the 25. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And as he accumulates catches this season, Brock, some have stuck out to us more than most. And we had one of them on that last drive as he's reached a significant milestone for himself this year. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 27.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards. And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
From the 27. He tucks it and takes off. And that's going to be good for a 1st down for Purdy as he gives himself up to avoid the hit.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a 1st down is just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. He sure was fighting, Brock, but in the end, just too many defenders. They take him down behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Guys, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. From the gun is Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And he's not going to get anything out of this. The defense all over it, and they're going to take him out for a loss of 2.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
6 yards.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. Again, it's Brock Purdy. Gets himself free. On the move, headed right. And he's forward for a gain of about 6. Still short of that marker, but they could definitely go for this on 4th down. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
This game of today, Kate, in so many ways is so different than the game I played. That's a call that I can close my eyes and still remember. All you do as a QB is just look. It just takes a look. If the big guy's up front saying, give me a push, and I'll do the rest.
1st down, Purdy to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down. Here's McCaffrey. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. And finds Ayuk complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
An 8-yard pickup. And a 49er first down.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
Purdy, a quick throw, complete. And it's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Going with McCaffrey on the ground. Jukes out a one-stop. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Here's him holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. On target to Thornton. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Third and short. Here's Purdy. It's caught. Pearsall has it. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Tucker on for the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the 49ers go up by 19.
Seahawks 16. Justin Tucker set to kick.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense running out now. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. This one misses the tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Finds him over the middle. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
He has it on the QB sneak. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
This time he's looking to throw. He's keeping it again. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
That's good.
They're set up at the 35 now.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Trying again, following the sack. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on. Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. First and 10 coming up. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Seahawks bringing the pressure, and they got him. That pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate. Right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Here he is on third and long. They're on him again. He goes down again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring out fourth down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he drives this into the pouring rain. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. They're coming off a fourth down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. First and 10. To throw, here's Darnold. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
They kick the running back in motion. from the 39. He's marking over to something here and just chucks it away. Still inches to go on third down. Trying to do it himself. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Darnold looking to throw. Stays, pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
One of the biggest adjustments for quarterbacks going from the collegiate level to the NFL is the blitz package. Each and every practice leading up to a game time, you are spending so much time as a QB, as an offensive group, and as that O-line trying to figure out a way to stop these blitzes. At that time, the offense, the O-line, the QB, no one had an answer for that defensive pressure.
Brings up
Third and long from here. Complete beyond the marker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
a gain of 17 yards. That's good.
Putting the tight end in motion. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Cop the motion, man left. Here's Darnold to throw. Gets him on the out route. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. Now here it goes, down the right sideline. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Here's a screen out for Walker. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Darnold. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a third down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead team.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Desperation time here on fourth. He completes it in traffic. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. First and 10, around to Robinson. Just the defender. He's out of bounds after a gain of about 8, so nice pick up there, 2nd and 2.
He's out of bounds at the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he's going to line up in the red for this play, back at the 8.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers as we say so long from Seattle.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector. Shorten it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blind.